you going to ever find out if this man or woman will treat you well if you never treat them well? When the girlies be talking about what they will and will not do for a man, I be quiet. Because for a man loving me properly, I'm going to take care of him because he's taking care of me. And I think sometimes we forget that reciprocation is what keeps our cups filled. The more I love on him, the more he can love on me, and vice versa. Now, before anybody say it, well, girl, that's how these women end up giving so much to a man and then get cheated on, or he not pour back into her. Hold on. If you're with a man that you believe is cheating on you, leave that man. That doesn't mean that you restrict the type of love that you give a good man out of fear of he could cheat, he could leave. And if he's not pouring into your cup, leave that man. Don't change the nice, loving, caring type of woman that you are because of the man you're with. Change the man. Listen, I understand that the dating pool got pee out there and it is hard to decipher between a good man and a good woman. I get it. It's a struggle for us all, right? But how are you going to ever find out if this man or woman will treat you well if you never treat them well? Y'all are making these men and women work super hard for your love, and then you're wondering why the relationship fizzles out. They're tired of giving and not getting. If you can call that man and he'll come and fix anything, put that furniture together, come and make sure that everything is safe. If you can call that man and say, I'm having a bad day, and he helped walk you through it, pray over you. If you can call that man and say, babe, I really need to get my feet done, and bing, that Cash App hit. You can go to that man's house and fold them clothes. You can go to that man's house and tidy up. You can go get on that man's food truck. You can spoil that man with a little bit of lunch, a little haircut money. Reciprocation. You're only giving back what he has given to you. And truth be told, any man who is really a grown man, he's not going to let you outdo him anyway. Right?
And that's the problem today, right? That is the problem today, that we are starting to see more and more and more and more women not wanting to reciprocate value, not even do the bare minimum. Not even do the bare minimum. They don't want to do gender roles. They could care less about gender roles, but yet they will expect you to still be a traditional man. Over the years since 1848, women's roles have always changed, and it's always been better for them, but they do less for the man. And then the second the man say, hey, well, Dan, can you do a little bit more? I mean, can you do this? Can you do that? They will always argue with you. They will always rebuttal. They will always have a response. And they will expect you to accept who they are and where they are at right then and there. And they will say, hey, well, you need to be appreciative of what I'm willing to do right now. Well, like, time out. That's not how the relationship works. That's not how the relationship works, baby girl. You're going to have to do a little bit more. And when you have women today who, once again, will fight you over having a certain role in the household, because that's how all households have functioned, when they bigger and argue with that, when they want to sit here and be equal to you, quote unquote, and be able to sleep around, do whatever they want to do. They don't want you to be insecure. They want to be able to do as they please while you sit there and say, hey, well, you know what? Hey, baby, it is what it is. I support everything that you want to do. That's the type of men that they want. That's how they want to live their life. And will I say it's all? No, I'm not going to say it's all. I'm not going to say it's all. But you got a lot of women today not even wanting to go to Ruth Chris, not wanting to go to Outback, Applebee's. They don't want to go to these certain restaurants because they feel like they're better than that. That's not how life works, once again. And today, men are tired. Men are tired of constantly fighting for women to jump into marriages just to then divorce them. Men are tired of dealing with women who can only give but 2% when a man is constantly giving 10. And so many women keep trying to push the narrative that men don't want to reciprocate value, that men don't want to do this. And they only say that, right, because they only bring up the small group of men who choose not to do that stuff. And these are your Pookies and Ray Rays. And a lot of your women, a lot of your simps like to gravitate towards these guys because it's a moneymaker for them. Because they understand that, hey, well, you know what? We understand that 90% of your men like to take care of their significant other. We understand that 90% of your men just like to take care of people in general. But hey, guess what? We're only going to focus on a small group of men that even other men tell you not to deal with. We're only going to focus on them. We're going to just constantly keep referring to them. Why are you referring to people that you know and that we know that we tell y'all not to deal with? Why are you talking about them? Because these are the type of people that you entertain. These are the type of people that you want to deal with. So then when they're not reciprocating what you want them to reciprocate, then you want to blanket men and say, hey, well, you know, y'all men don't like to reciprocate value. Well, you know, a real man does this, a real man does that. When there are plenty of men that you're describing that are out there, but a lot of these guys you don't want to deal with because they look a certain way. It ain't just about reciprocating values, but it's also about lowering your standards. You can get a guy who can reciprocate value. You can get a guy who will adore you. You can get plenty of guys who can sit here and adore you. But the question is, what are you willing to do to make sure that they say, hey, well, I want to keep this woman? And a lot of women are not doing that. The only time guys are really saying that and a woman is not reciprocating value, generally speaking, they never really had a strong mother in the household to really say, hey, but listen, you need to sit here and you need to understand the nature of women. You need to understand the type of woman that you need to get. Even then, a lot of your mothers are not even teaching their daughters that, which is why your daughters are coming out here having high standards, high expectations, doing the bare minimum, doing less than the bare minimum. Once again, your guys are not running around here talking about, hey, man, listen, I don't believe in gender roles. Hey, listen, nah. As a man, I shouldn't be doing this. As a man, I shouldn't be doing that. That is so old. That is so 1960s. That is so 1900s. That's what men did back in the day. Now I'm in my soft boy era. Now I want to be able to do this. Now, as a man, I want to be able to do that. You know, we were talking about equality. So, hey, you need to be sitting here cleaning up the dishes. I need to be sitting here cleaning up the dishes from time to time. You need to be doing this. I need to be doing, like, you don't ever hear no man trying to negotiate anything. A man is just simply saying, listen, I already know the burden that I have. I already know what I need to bring to the table. You need to bring something to the table, and bring some box ain't it, because plenty of women got box. Are you different? Right? That's really what a lot of men are looking from women today. Are you different than your modern day chick? Are you different? That's what most men are looking for. Because if you are different than most of your modern day women, which most of your modern day women are off the chain, they have very high standards, was doing so little, it just goes into question for a man, is this somebody that I really want to deal with? Is this something that I really want to be a part of? And this is why marriage rates are so low today. This is why marriage rates are so low, because many men are saying your women today are not submissive. Your women today hate doing the bare minimum. Why would I want to deal with a woman who doesn't even want to do the bare minimum? Who's going to complain about gender roles? So much so a sister had to sit here and had to come at her own fans, had to come at her own people, because they're like, well, you know, your man must not be doing a whole lot. Your man must not be doing this, right? Once again, it's always trying to trash the man, when at the end of the day, we just innately know that men will always be there to protect a woman. Men will always be there to go overboard for a woman.
I can't believe how many gold digging, non-reciprocating, selfish ass females in the world. I can't believe it's so many of them. A female made a comment underneath one of my posts when I was speaking about men, and you know, a woman ain't really gonna spend her money on you like that if she don't like you like that, or take you out, or whatever the case may be. You know, reciprocating energy, the things that you give her. The female say, if you're going 50-50, that's your business partner. You right. It's my business partner. It's my lover, my soulmate, my best friend, my husband. You're right. You're right about that, baby. You just forgot to include all that other stuff. But shout out to all the women that do things for men just like they do for us. It's just called reciprocating the energy. I saw another comment. A female said, oh, she must not be used to a man providing for her. Baby, my man will provide anything that I need and I want. It's called reciprocating the energy. That's what we do over here. That's how the women roll in my family. We don't just take. We're not takers. It's no damn movie. We're showing our men that we value them as well, that we love them as well, and we're here for them no matter what. And we're going to continue to provide like they provide for us. I don't care if we're going 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 10-5. I don't give a damn about none of that. It doesn't matter to me. If we both get money, what's the problem? Right? We both can save our money. You know, it's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. And I'm glad I'm not a selfish individual. I'm glad I'm not just a self person, just thinking about myself. Baby, I think about the bigger picture. Like, who the hell want to be with a female that's not doing nothing for them? That's weird as hell. I don't care what nobody say. That shit is weird. Get with somebody that's going to look out for you like you look out for them. Period. Immature ass, weak-minded, small-minded assholes. Get y'all shit together. And y'all thought process.
Count how many brothers are 6 feet under just because they're willing to go out the way to go help a woman that they don't even know. Let's talk about the guys who got put 6 feet under because of a woman, because he wants to defend a woman, because he loves his girl so much he's willing to crash out over her. Count how many brothers that are behind cell bars who sat here and crashed out because of their woman, right? They crashed out over their woman. Many men are willing to do more than what is expected from women. But can we say the same about women? We cannot, right? We cannot. And y'all can sit here and y'all can say otherwise. But at the end of the day, if you as a woman, your job is to find a leader, which most men are leaders, then you should not be running into issues where men are not reciprocating value. But once again, as I stated before, so many of your simps and so many of your women will only gravitate towards your Pookies and Ray Rays and guys who do not give anything, and then try to blanket men and say, hey, well, most of your men ain't really doing that. Most of your black men really don't reciprocate value when we do, right? When we do, it's just that you pick the very small, piss poor men. Just like how most of your single mothers get pregnant by the same man. Come on, man. You got Cam Newton. Like, I'm not going to say the brother's a Pookie, but having all these damn kids, like, come on, bro. But any woman that's willing to sit here and constantly keep putting herself in that situation, you know what you get yourself into. But I can tell you right now, most of those women that Nick Cannon and Cam Newton have, they do bare minimum. They do the bare minimum. So, I mean, look, guys, y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think, man? Once again, these beautiful sisters are speaking truth. These beautiful sisters are speaking truth.